I love to do. I love my restaurants. Lou Bamboo. Forget about it. Apefather loves to eat. That's the intro to Apefather's a Gangster. I'll do this one very soon. Forget about it. Apefather, the ultimate Italian. But let's start off with ambition. It's a very important one for me, you know. Let's do that one again. Yeah, sorry. Larry! That's ambition for Larry. Oh! How you doing there, Darwin? Look, I know everybody thinks I'm a psychopath, right? When it comes to this big dream I have, the Apefather Majestic Casino, but I will make it happen. Because, you see, you have to understand something. I have the eye of the tiger, okay? And I'm willing to work hard. I'm willing to get billions of views. I'm willing to become the biggest YouTuber on planet Earth. I'm going to do it. Salud, Gendani. Obviously, if you find me entertaining, and you wanted to help me along with this dream by giving some super chats, hey, do it. I'm not going to ask for it, but that would listen to me. That would help me out. Let's say I wanted to raise 100 million, which is like 10% of $1 billion to get started. And if I wanted to get a big bank loan, if enough people were giving me super chats, this thing would happen. Now you might say, well, why do I want to help you? See, what people don't understand is that I have a vision that really is going to win for all of us. See, right now, everyone's living their lives where you're kind of puppets. You're in the stock market, you're trading cryptocurrency. And what you're not realizing is that you're a puppet controlled by billionaires. What's happening, and everyone is seeing it, the super rich are getting more and more rich. Everything that our movement was against, everything that our movement was supposed to be transfer of wealth from the super rich to us. The super rich to us. But what's ultimately happening is the complete opposite. Okay, thank you, Larry. What's happening is the complete opposite. We're giving our money to the super rich. And instead of all of you, see, Larry gets it. I love Larry, Instead of all of you getting this, you just keep doing the same things over and over and over again. You keep giving money to people like Ken Griffin. You buy and trade stocks on Robinhood, on these payment for order platforms, and what's happening is that you're going to just continue to make him richer. That's what you're going to do. I love you, Larry. What's up there, Piper Dog? Godzilla theme. I don't know. I got to learn the Godzilla theme here. Antonio, look, I've spoken to many people, and many people are still very much down in their portfolio. So, I'm sorry to break it to you. And people have been taking a beating lately with like cryptocurrencies. You want to hear the Brooklyn song? All right, you got it. Because there has to be one person, Antonio, who makes it first. And then what happens is that's what starts what's called a movement. It always starts with one person. Like Donald Trump had to stop Make America Great Again. He started the movement. There has to be one person who starts something. Unfortunately, that's not the way life works, where like 1 million people instantly become successful. No, there has to be a figurehead. There has to be a leader. There has to be someone who you say, you're good, you're good. Okay, so that's the thing, Anthony. Anthony just doesn't get it. There has to be someone who starts, there has to be a leader who starts the movement. And this is the new movement, baby. Anyway, let's do the Brooklyn song for Larry. Forget about it. Let's change to the piano sound here. Up on the Coney Island side, hot dogs and Nathan's and the Cyclone for a ride, cruising down 86th Street, got my windows open, blasting music with a beat. Saturday night, that Bay Ridge, picked up a girl, made out under the Verrazano Bridge. Late night food at Del Rio Diner. Nothing makes me feel finer. The good old Brooklyn is on my mind. Holy Brooklyn, one of a kind. Always be home to me. Let's do a little Brooklyn funk. 2, 3, 4. the same songs over and over again, the regulator, is called repetition. Listen, how many times have you heard Billy Joel's songs over a 40-year period? Think about it. No, but think about it. Okay. It's called repetition. Okay. And that's just what you need to do. And it's working because people are learning my songs, the regulator. And by the way, you're not forced to come here. You know, the thing about these haters, which makes me laugh, is that they act like I'm forcing them to be here. Like I'm forcing them, you understand? Like to watch me. Brooklyn, New York. That was the Brooklyn song and Brooklyn funk I just did. I am not forcing you to be here to regulate. You could go somewhere else. You don't want to go somewhere else. Salut, Jindani. Okay, well, that's your opinion. Listen, a lot of people feel I'm very talented. Maybe you're not one of them, okay? But a lot of people feel I'm very talented. Larry says the haters are total losers. Look, they give me views, Larry. Let them keep watching me. Salut, Jindani. Yeah, I'm going to do some music, definitely. Y2K. But I just want to get back to, look, I have two dreams that I'm pursuing in my life, okay? So I just want to let everyone to know. The two dreams is I want to get my music famous, all my music. Not just music that I have where I'm singing, but music I do instrumental music. Like for instance, I'm going to do an instrumental for you right now, actually. This is something hey, I love you, Justin Henry in the house. I love you, Justin. I'm going to do one of my instrumentals here. This is a song I wrote for Chick Corea, the great Chick Corea, okay? The greatest piano player, in my opinion, who ever lived, okay? He had this amazing Latin jazz style. He could do it all. I mean, Chick Corea was a master. But I wanted to write something like a Spain, something like that, something like a Chick Corea style, I wanted to write something like Chick. That was Spain, by the way. That's not my song. This was called Funk a la Richie. Anyway, that's called Funk a la Richie. How you doing? Thank you, Larry. What's up there, Ivan? How's the casino going? Look, can I just tell you what the goal is with the casino? So thank you, Y2K. Let me tell you what the goal is. The goal is to continue to do lives. The goal is to continue to get more subscribers. The goal is to build up a message Okay, so what is the message? Can I tell you what the message is? It's not just about opening a casino, okay? The message is to stop being puppets. That's the message. Okay, right now, all of you, in my opinion, are puppets. I don't want you to get mad at me, but every time you put money in a bank, you're a puppet. You are. Okay. Every time you put money in Robinhood, you're a puppet. Every time you put money in cryptocurrency, Coinbase, you're a puppet. You're a puppet. At least if you have your own wallet, okay, good. Congratulations. You're doing something right. But even for the most part, that's even controlled. Everything is controlled. What I'm trying to do in my life is do things on my own where basically I'm not dealing with whoever you want to call people like Ken Griffin, whoever you want to call people like Adam friggin' Enron, whatever you want to call these people. Look, I came into AMC. I'll give you an example with a mission. It was a mission for a commission. It was, basically all or nothing for me, hero or zero. But what I didn't really consider was we were being controlled. I didn't consider all of this. Now I realize it now. I realize it now after I lost a couple of 100,000. I mean, listen, I'm never giving up. I'm not going anywhere. I'm never leaving Amy or Gabby. But the thing is that I realize now that wasn't a fair game. And then I'm like reading about all these people, retail, they're losing 400 billion, 500 billion in the stock market. And I'm thinking to myself, could you imagine rather than giving all of this money to the richest people in the world and making them richer, that we had like casinos? You know how many casinos we could have got for 400, 500 billion dollars? We would have casinos all over the world, generating hundreds and hundreds of billions. But you see, I understand that like no one is going to trust me right now, so that's why I'm going to do it myself. Okay, I get it. That's why I'm not asking anybody for any money. I don't know if you noticed this. I'm not asking for any investments, no solicitation of investments. I will do the first project myself. Okay, the Apefather Majestic Casino. If you see, the thing is, you might say, well, Apefather, why do you accept super chats? Super chats is because you could help me along with the first project with entertainment tips. If you believe in me, hey, you might say to yourself, hey, let's give Apefather a chance. Let's see how he does. And you throw me $5 or $10. You know what? Enough people, I'll give you an example. 1 million people became subscribers of Apefather and gave $5 to $10 super chats. It would start to add up to real money. Don't you agree? I mean, don't you agree if I had 1 million subscribers and they gave me $10? That's $10 million. So you could help me along with making the first project happen, and then after that, we'll talk, listen, who knows, maybe down the line, I might do something where I offer my ape brothers and my ape sisters an opportunity of some sort to get involved. The first project, I got to do it myself here. The regulator, online casinos are kicking frigging ass. It's not a pitch, Antonio. It's not a pitch. I'm here to entertain. If nobody wants to give me a super chat, it's fine. I'm still going to entertain. I'm still doing my thing. No one's going to stop me from doing my thing. Let's call it the Apefather Majestic Casino Boogie Woogie. Little boogie woogie there. Forget about it. If I get 10 million, can you have 20,000? Well, I'll give you a job working at the casino, Justin. And you'll make a lot more than 20,000. You'll make a lot more. I'm going to need executives. I'm going to need people I could trust back then. When that happens, I'm going to need very, very, very reliable people. Well, it's really not that complicated, guys. Okay. I have right now, can we talk about the reality? Because I know all you guys like to base things on reality, especially people like Antonio Miranda. The reality is I have 17,216,000 views. Okay, that's more than Lou, right? That's more than a lot of YouTubers. That's more than all of you haters combined. Like if all of you haters, and I'm not trying to be a jerk off, but can we keep it real? If all of you haters took all of your YouTube channels and combined all of your views together, you will not have more views than Apefather. Okay? So I'm not doing so bad. That's the bottom line. Look, I'm not, Lou, may he rest in peace. God bless Lou. But the fact is, I surpassed him in views. Okay? And I surpassed all of you haters in views. So it's like, if you guys are going to keep criticizing me, catch up to me, right? Catch up to me a little bit, you know? But you don't do that. You just like to talk garbage. Like Mo Money Investing. The guy's got, hey, what's up, boss lady? The guy's got Mo Money Investing. He's got like 50,000 views. He's talking about me, who have 17,216,000 views. I don't know if I could sing your song. I'll try, boss lady. Still getting over the sore throat, but we'll try for boss lady. Who will be there for you? For my sister. I love you. I love you, boss lady. I love my sister. And my mother loved this song. God bless my mom. The strong only survive through these days. Felt the pain of this world breaking me down in many ways. So easily, my good heart broke constantly. Not too many people who are going to be there for you. Going to be there for you. Change all the time, hits you from out of the blue. When you're in need, who'll be there for you? Time passed by, told me well, it told me why. I still get by. Deep in my soul, a light shines so bright. Even the darkest days won't last long. Trust so easily. Anyway, that's all I could do. I did that for my sister. I'm still getting over my sore throat there. I feel it coming. But anyway, that's for my... Oh, what's up, Donna? We got Donna in the house here. How you doing, Donna? What's up, boss lady? That was for you. The cold weather sucks. It's cold outside, you know. Oh, thank you, Donna. I'm still getting over my sore throat, but thank you. Got my holes here. I'll feel better in a second. The holes helps me. So, it's cold out there. It's cold. So, you know, I have a lot of dreams. I have a lot of goals, and I'm going to make them happen, okay? See, you know what I like about having a casino? First of all, you know I love casinos. Apefather loves casinos. It's always been my dream. I actually came very close one time to owning a casino one time. I had a big investor in Florida, and he was willing. I had land in St. Croix. This is all real. This really happened to me in my life. I had 110 acres of oceanfront land. And I had someone that was willing to put up $50 million. I was going to get a 25% stake. But looking back on it, when I do it, I'd rather be in a major market. I wouldn't want to be in like the Caribbean. One day, maybe as like a side venture, but you want to be in Vegas. You know what I mean? But Antonio, look, you could say whatever you want to say, but I got goals. I got ambition. Why do you knock someone who's got goals and ambition, man? There's nothing wrong with having goals and ambition, and it's all gonna happen. Because look, there's not gonna be shut down. I'm gonna follow all the rules and I'm gonna do everything right. Gonna get a license. Everything's gonna be done according to the law, Antonio. Look, Antonio, I'm gonna get billions of views. You watch me work. You watch the Apefather work, baby. I'm going to become one of the biggest YouTubers in the world. You'll see. Anyway, let's do some music here. We'll do, this is one of my jazz pieces, Summer Starlight. This is something nice when you're walking down the beach, and you're with a beautiful lady and you enjoy the summer starlight. I'm going to do a nice electric piano here. This was going to be played in the Apefather Italian restaurant. Little jazz, baby. I love the boss lady here. It's not going to be long lives here. I'm going to be doing short lives. It's really just about the message. Apefather wants to do something. I want to show my retail brothers and my retail sisters that we could do something, big. We could do something huge. Okay. But a lot of you just want to be regular average people. Apefather does not want to be a regular average person. I love you, sister. I want to do something big in my life. I want to do something that not too many people could do. And I'm going to prove to all of you that I will accomplish it. The first thing that you're going to see, this is the steps. I love you, sister. The first thing is we got to get Apefather to like billions of views. That's going to be the first step. So you might say, that's not realistic. I have 17,216,000 views right now. You know what all of you haters said to me? I will never get to, I'm going to tell you what they said, sister. Okay, but I'm going to tell you what they said. You will never get to 1 million views. That's what they told me. So if I listened to them, I would have quit right a long time ago. I would have quit. I would have said, I'm never going to get to 1 million views, right? Then I got to 1 million views. They said, you're never going to get to 5 million views. Then I got to 5 million views. They said, you're never going to get to 10 million views. That's never going to happen. Then I got to 10 million views. Then they're like, but you're never going to get to 15 million views, Apefather. Then I got to 15 million views. So I'm not listening to you haters. You know what I mean? I'm going to keep going and I'm going to get billions and billions of views, and the Apefather brand will start. Apefather, King of the Jungle. See, the thing I like about a casino, it's true, like that's what they said to me. The thing I like about a casino is that I could literally have all of my ideas under one roof. Because you all know I have a lot of ideas, right? I mean, listen, I have the Apefather Italian restaurant. I love you, David. David is awesome. Noodles is awesome. Noodles is the best. I have the Apefather Italian restaurant. I got the Apefather Steakhouse, right? I got the Apefather Spa, Apefather Gym. It could all be done under one roof. That's why, see, a casino, see, in a way, it makes more sense to get a casino. Let me tell you the reason why. I know you guys think I'm a psycho because you're talking about $1 billion or something, $2 billion. But just hear me out for a second. You could get bank loans. There's ways that you could get 90% loan to value. If I came up with 100 million, I can make it happen. I probably need about 100 mil. But anyway, look. What I like about the casino idea the most out of all my ideas is that, first of all, you're going to be owning the real estate. You see, I don't want to be involved in anything unless you own the real estate. You have to own the real estate. That's the first. There's no leasing. Forget about leasing. So let's say you own the real estate. Now you build the project. You could have every single idea under one roof. So like every single, even Ape Island. Remember, look, I actually, like, you want to hear something great, the sister? We can make the pool area Ape Island. Because, see, what I always envisioned about Ape Island, can I tell you what I envisioned? Okay, because the haters are going to love this one. I envisioned a big pool that was shaped like a gorilla, okay, on Ape Island, I'm talking about. And it was going to be like a beach setting where there was going to be the waitresses giving you the drinks, right? Remember we talked about this in the pool. Basically, you could do that in the casino. You could actually call it Ape Island. So you could actually create, no, but right? You could create Ape Island as the pool area. So basically, right, the casino could have every single idea I ever had in one. And yes, we will have a big, gigantic blow-up gorilla. There will definitely be a gigantic gorilla there. So I don't see the point in pursuing just like a restaurant. I think the best thing is to go right for the gold. Go right for the gold. Go for right for the casino. Now you might say, well, how are you going to do it? I got to do it by getting a lot of views. That's how I got to do it. I love you, sister, and I love noodles. I got to get a lot of views. I got to work my ass off. I got to work my Italian butt off. See, another thing is once you become, I'll give you an example. Once you become a big player, see, like someone like Mr. Beast, he could raise a lot of money. You know why Mr. Beast could raise a lot of money? Because he's Mr. Beast, right? Like the guy's got the biggest name in YouTube. So that's another thing that you're all not considering is that if you could get to the level where you have like billions and billions of views, right? People are going to then want to be a part of your brand. Like it's not right now, it's hard because nobody really knows me that much. But if I got to the point where I have billions of views, people say, I want to get involved with Apefather. So what is the key? The key is to get billions of views. That's the key. And to keep doing lives. And like I said, I do accept super chats as entertainment tips. Hey, if I did 1 million lives and I was averaging about 10 or 20 bucks a live, that could be the down payment right there. So anytime you feel generous, it's not required, and I'm not asking anybody, but anytime you feel generous and you got $5 or $10 that you say, hey, I'm going to give it to this big Italian meatball Apefather. I like this guy. You could do it. I accept super chats, okay? So, but with that said, we'll do one for Noodles here. I'm still getting over sore throat. Noodles. I know you like this one, Noodles. It's called People Change. 2, 3, 4. Let me change that to the piano. We could jam out on this on Ape Island. Okay, imagine there's a big gorilla pool. You'll see Noodles will jump in. Noodles gonna say, Apefather, I'm jumping in. He jumps in and I'm jamming out. Eo, eo, la di da 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 di da. Eo, eo, la La di da 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 di da. Some people change the color of their hair, maybe start a new look. Some people change their jobs, like turning pages in a book. None of this surprises me at all, except the world for what it is. But why did you have to change the way you feel for me? It all happened so suddenly. And I tell you, don't worry, I'll be alright. But I no longer sleep at night. After everything we have been through, it seems so strange. Guess the answer is people change. Now the sister's gonna jump in the pool. Yeah, oh, yeah, oh. La di da 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 di da. Some people change their names. Maybe it's just a statement. Some people change the place that they live, looking for something different. None of this surprises me at all, except the world for what it is. But why did you have to change the way you feel for me? It all happened so suddenly. And I tell you, don't worry, I'll be alright. But I no longer sleep at night. After everything we have been through, it seems so strange. Guess the answer is people change. Steel drum solo. None of this surprises me at all, except the world for what it is. But why did you have to change the way you feel for me? It all happened so suddenly. And I tell you, don't worry, it'll be alright. But I no longer sleep at night. Oh, after everything we have been through, it seems so strange. Guess the answer is people change. Yeah, oh, yeah, oh. La di da 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 di da. Yeah, oh, yeah, oh. La di da 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 di da. There you go. As for Noodles, I love you, Noodles. And I love you, sister. Noodles and sister. Look, I'm willing to do, ow! I'm willing to do the work. You understand? I got to rest my voice. I got my holes here. I take a little break in between and I do my holes. I love you, Noodles. You're the best, David. Everybody subscribe to David. He's great. His content is awesome. He's another great YouTuber. He's the best. I'm willing to work hard. Am I an actor? Some people say I look like Tony Soprano. What do you think? James Gandolfini, which is going to bring me to my next song. Just give me 1 second. The Apefather should be a gangster actor. I should have been in The Sopranos. The Sopranos messed up. You know, they needed me in The Sopranos. There he is. More Money Investing. You'll be happy I did not get a super chat, More Money Investing. And you'll also be happy to know I'm going out for another $300 dinner. More Money Investing. If you're going to keep talking garbage about me, right, can you at least go out for one dinner? Like just one time, spend $200 or $300, and then you could break my chops. I do it every single night, you know, and every night you break my chops about it. Guy's terrible. Priorities, bro. Priorities is don't break people's balls who do something you can't do. That's a priority. And don't worry about my bills, okay? I'm making deals with everybody. All my bills and everything are going to be very current. What's up there, Donna? All my bills are going to be current, brother. Everything's going to be fine. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be paying off my house. Just to give you an example, I would say probably within about 2 to 3 months, I'll have no mortgage on my house. You'll see it, more money. More money investing. You'll be the first person. I'll tell you what, listen to me. You're going to be the first person that I inform, okay, when there is no more mortgage on my house and I'm transferring everything over to me, okay? I'm probably going to set up a trust for the kids. So you'll be the first person to know about that, okay, brother? Well, listen, you can laugh. I have about 300, 400,000 in equity. The guy's laughing at me. More than 300. It's got to be about close to 400,000. But you're laughing at me. It's the truth. I mean, my house is worth like 630,000. This guy's a psychopath, man. I bought this house for 320. Look it up. It's public. You always talk about public record. Okay. Well, you'll see I bought my house for 2018 for 320. Look up the value on Zillow. The value on Zillow is like 630,000. Guys are lunatics, man. But anyway. That's right, Real Aqua. Look, guys, the money that all of us lost in the stock market, okay, we could have had casinos right now all around the world. And I don't care what any of you say. Larry understands my point. Sister understands my point. Noodles understands my point. Real Aqua understands my point. Guys, we would have had, for the $400-500 billion that retail lost in the stock market, and by the way, not just once, not just one time, like many times, that we probably lost trillions. We could have had casinos all over the world. No, but think about this for a second, Noodles. Could you imagine, rather than we just give this money to the 1%, to the super rich, because that's all we're doing. We're making Ken Griffin richer every single day. Okay, rather than giving money to Citadel and all these Mamalukes, these pieces of garbage, okay? Why not think you ever see the movie Planet of the Apes, Caesar? Remember you said apes together strong. See, that's why I really got involved in AMC, because I loved it like it was a movement of all my retail brothers and sisters together. But you see, I realize now, yeah, exactly, sister. I realize now that it was a mistake because, see, the movement wasn't a mistake. It was 10 million of us working together. I don't know if you know this. At AMC's prime, we had 10 million retail investors in our movement. And most of them all know me, by the way. Most of those 10 million people know the Apefather. Okay, they all know me. I walk into an AMC theater where I'm like a celebrity. Everybody's like, Apefather, wow! That's why I want to call the casino, just to shove it up Adam Aaron's friggin' behind. I want to call it the AMC Casino, you understand? Which will have nothing to do with AMC, the Apefather Majestic Casino. No, Jay, I heard it was around 10 million, I'm the manager. I heard it was around 10 million apes worldwide. Yeah, Matt Kors. Forget about Matt Kors. That Mama Luke was making money, that Mama Luke. And so was Trey. Friggin' Trey. And then he's crying the blues that he spent all his millions. Trey makes videos, I went on steroids and I blew it. I lost all my money. Well, Bafangul, Trey. Bafangul, he lost all his money. Trey made millions. Well, all of us were friggin' suffering. That guy made millions. And he made millions doing everything that he told us not to do. Okay? The message was buy and hold. That was it. Buy and hold. That was not options. Not options. I understand that, but the thing is they should practice what they preach, Tommy. Look, I practice what I preached, and I've lost hundreds of thousands. Look, guys, I've lost a lot of money because I never abandoned any of you. That's what you see. You guys want to talk shit about me, but I'm going down like the Titanic, the captain who went down. I stood with all of you from the beginning to the end. I'm a warrior. I'm a trooper, and you guys want to break my balls, and then you want to credit Matt Kors? You want to give Matt Kors credit? Matt Kors made money because he's a degenerate. I'll say it right to his face. Matt Kors doesn't like me. I found Matt Kors to be full of shit from the beginning. I called up St. Jude one time. I'll give you an example, okay? Matt Kors was saying, I'm donating all this money to St. Jude. And I got a top person on the phone, and I asked him, I'm like, did Matt Cause, just out of curiosity, did he donate any money? They're like, who's Matt Cause? They were like, Matt Cause? That's what they said. Who's Matt Cause? Okay. And Matt Cause got really pissed off at me because I called that little weasel out. I wrote a song, by the way. You should look it up called Matt the Weasel. Look up this song. Do a search on YouTube called Matt the Weasel Apefather. Great song I wrote for him. He's Matt the Weasel. He is definitely not Diesel. The way he treats the apes are evil. The way I treated the apes, I gave you guys thousands back in those days. Everybody who needed help from me, I helped. Apefather, my car broke down. Here's 300. Apefather, my house burned down. Here's 1,000. Apefather, I'm sleeping on my car. I can't afford a hotel. Here's 500. I helped everybody. You guys hate me? You guys hate me? You're talking to me, huh? I'm the good guy, mother effer. I'm the manager. Matt Cause is a weasel. All right. And so is Trey. All right. So is Trey. Okay. Anyway, I'm the real deal. I'm like a Vander Holyfield. I'm the real McCoy. That's all I have to say to you. I'm the real McCoy. You'll all see that one day. Thank you, sister. So anyway, let's do another one here. This one's for Real Aqua. This one will be played at the Apefather Italian Restaurant in the Apefather Majestic Casino. Oh! My family is from Palermo, Sicily. My grandma told me stories about the old country, how we came to Brooklyn, New York, while I'm eating spaghetti with a spoon and fork, drinking wine, salute, gin tonic. My Uncle Paulie and my Aunt Connie served an Italian feast, yes sir. The Apefather's a gangster. Learn how to score every day making cash. I built up a very respectable stash. I don't ask for anything, I just take what is mine, just like a porterhouse steak. Cook the medium rare with a bottle of wine, that's rare. In my life, I don't even have a care. It's not even fair how I live. The Apefather's a gangster. Little saxophone. Palermo, Sicily in the house. Corleone, Sicily. The Apefather's a gangster. Thank you, Donna. Sing it along. My family is from Palermo, Sicily. My grandma told me stories about the old country, how we came to Brooklyn, New York, while I'm eating spaghetti with a spoon and fork, drinking wine, salute, gin tonic. My Uncle Paulie and my Aunt Connie at San Jose, Brooklyn, served an Italian feast, yes sir. The Apefather's a gangster. Let me get a little spaghetti carbonara. Forget about it. A little grandma peppers. Mozzarella tower. And by the way, let me teach you all the right way to say this, okay? It's not mozzarella. It's mozzarella, baby. It's not regatta. It's regatta. Never rat on your friends. Always keep your mouth shut. Keep your nose clean, if you know what I mean, and always follow the rules. We survive by our rules. Apefather's a gangster. Thank you. The boss lady. We got Donna in the house. Justin Henry in the house. Keep your nose clean, Real Aqua. Sarah didn't follow those rules. Remember they say, right, in the movie Scarface, he says, never get high on your own supply. But then he looked at Michelle Pfeiffer. He said, but not everybody follows the rules. Tommy from the Bronx. Let's do a little Rocky for Tommy. Rocky 5. Oh! Little Rocky Balboa there. How you doing? Thank you, Donna. I appreciate that. Tommy from the Bronx. Every time I see Tommy, I can't help but to think of that part from Rocky 5. I'm sorry. It just pops in my ear. Tommy, are you hungry, Tommy? Yeah. Come on. He said, let me warn you, my wife Adrian's a great cook, but she could be a little deadly with the garlic. Forget about it. Real Aqua, I'm going to do it, man. I'm going to work really hard. Look, there's a lot of great land. You know, there's actually, even in Atlantic City, the land that's still under Trump Plaza is still available. Isn't that crazy? And that's in the center of Atlantic City. So I'm saying, I wish that all of us were throwing our money away with this stupid stock market. I don't want to talk about it anymore. You guys do what you want to do. But I'm just saying to you, there's land available. You're right. The Luxor in Las Vegas, Trump Plaza in Atlantic City. Man, it's crazy the land that's available right now. Oh, the Apefather on the art on the wall right there. My wife bought me that. My beautiful wife Jennifer, for my birthday. Yeah, isn't that beautiful? My beautiful wife Jen. Let's do one for her real quick. meant for me, and I knew, and I love Jennifer. Thank you, Donna. Very nice of you. We have a new person here, Donna Waverly. Very, very kind of you, Donna. Thank you. Welcome to the Apefather channel. Oh, Donna. Remember that song? That's another good song, right? Richie Valens. I knew a girl, Donna was her name. Since I met her, my life was not the same. Great name, Donna. Oh, Donna, oh, Donna, oh, Donna, oh, Donna. Richie Valens. I met a girl, and Donna was her name. Since we met, my life's not the same, and I love her, Donna. Oh, where can you be? Donna, where can you be? Sing it. Oh, Donna. Oh, Donna. Anyway, you should definitely go on tour. Oh, thank you, Donna. Isn't she wonderful? A new supporter here. Thank you, Donna. Yeah, I used to have my Billy Joel tribute band. Where you went uptown riding in your limousine with your fine Park Avenue clothes. You had a Dom Perignon in your hand, a spoon up your nose. Ooh, when you wake up in the morning with your head on fire, your eyes too bloody to see. Go on and cry in your coffee, but don't you come bitching to me. Because you had to be a big shot teacher, you had to open up your mouth. Yeah, I used to do all the Billy Joel songs around Bay Ridge. Forget about it. I was in a bar the other day, and I was actually singing with the band. You know, we were doing You May Be Right, Still Rock and Roll to Me. They loved me. You know, it was jamming out. Friday night I crashed your party. Saturday I said I'm sorry. Sunday came and you crashed me out again. I was only having fun, wasn't hurting anyone, and we all enjoyed the weekend for a change. I was stranded in the combat zone. I walked through Bedford style alone, even rode my motorcycle in the rain. And you told me not to drive, but I made it home alive. So you said that only proves that I'm insane. You may be right, I may be crazy, but it just may be a lunatic you're looking for. Anyway. What's the matter with the clothes I'm wearing? Can't you tell that your tie's too wide? Maybe I should buy some old tape collars. Welcome back to the age of jive. Where have you been hiding out lately, honey? You can't dress you till you spend a lot of money. Everybody's talking about the new sound, funny but it's still rock and roll to me. Well, it doesn't matter what they say in the papers, it's always been the same old scene. There's a new band in town, but you can't get the sound. A story in a magazine aimed at your average teen. Yeah, Billy wrote some great songs. I love Glass Houses. I love Billy. Martin Luther King AI videos. No, I have not seen it. Thank you, Kit. Nice voice. If I got a job. This is a job. Oh man, these people. When I get, you know, it's kid. Let me tell you something. Kitty cat, meow. When Apefather has billions of views, and I become recognized as the world's biggest YouTuber, okay, yeah, you'll say, I'm going to ask you if you think it's a job at that point, okay? When I'm in front of the Apefather Majestic Casino, and I'm sitting down at the Ape Island pool. Me and Noodles and sister Donna could come by too. Oh, Donna. You know what, Antonio? If I listened to you, Antonio, if I listened to you, I wouldn't even be at the level I'm at right now. I wouldn't be at 17,216,000 views, Antonio, if I listened to you. Okay? So that's why I don't listen to you. Okay? So you keep watching me. You keep watching my channel grow. I love Noodles. Noodles is a big, all he asked for 20,000 just, and all I asked was 20,000. That's it. All right. You know the greatest song Billy Joel wrote, in my opinion? I love Moving Out. I'm sorry. Isn't Moving Out such a mafia song? It's so Italian. It's like, it reminds me so much of like Layla, you know, from Eric Clapton. You know the ending of Layla? Two, three, four. Whoa, whoa. Anthony works at the grocery store, saving his pennies for someday. Mama Leone left a note on the door. She said, Sonny, move out to the country. Working too hard could give you a heart attack. You ought to know by now. Who needs a house out in Hackensack? Is that all you get for your money? And it seems such a waste of time. If that's what it's all about, Mama, if that's moving up, then I'm moving out. I'm moving out. Ooh, whoa, whoa. Sergeant O'Leary is walking the beat. In night he becomes a bartender. He works at Mr. Cacciatore's down on Sullivan Street, across from the medical center. Trading in his Chevy for a Cadillac. You ought to know by now. And if you can't drive with a broken back, at least he can polish the fenders. And it seems such a waste of time. If that's what it's all about, Mama, if that's moving up, then I'm moving out. I'm moving out. Motorcycle. And I'm moving out. You know, if you're gonna cover Billy, you got to do. Gold is kicking ass. That's another thing. All the haters said I was a psycho with Real Aqua. You know, and then Lou, may he rest in peace. Thank you, David. God bless you, David. Lou jumped on the gold bandwagon when XRP wasn't going to 20,000, like he said. I called gold a long time ago. All right. But the haters will never give me any credit. They're just going to rag on me for AMC for life. That's why I'm going to open the AMC casino. Because I'm going to show all these haters that I will turn AMC into a winner. With or without Adam Enron. With or without Adam Enron. I will still make AMC a winner. I don't like to lose, guys. And sometimes you got to take the ball in your hands. You understand? You can't, see, that's what I'm trying to make all of you understand. You can't depend on people to make you a success in this world. You know, you think Adam freaking Enron is going to make us a success? No. Real Aqua, what is the question? Real Aqua, can I ask you a question? Do you want me to show you statistics of how much money retail is down? Okay. Guys, you have no idea how much money. Okay, they throw you little bones here and there because, all right, let me tell you what a casino does, which is why I want to get into the casino business, okay? Because the house always wins. The house always wins, okay? Look, you'll go to a casino, and the first time you go there, they'll throw you like $1,000. They'll say, hey, look, it's new fish, like pesci in Italian. They say, hey, here's $1,000. God bless, okay? And then you come back again, here's $500. And then you come back again, here's $300. You know why they're doing that? Because they're trying to turn you into a gambling addict. Okay, and then what happens is you start losing. You ever notice that? Then you start losing. All of a sudden now you lost 5,000. Then you lose 10,000. Then you lose 20,000. Okay, so it's a game. It's the same thing. It's this, and then they give you right. They'll take 10,000 and they'll give you a $200 dinner. Listen, it's the same thing the stock market does. You friggin' Mama Luke, Antonio. The stock market will give you little crumbs, but they take the whole bakery. They take the whole bakery. That's the bottom line. That's bottom line. I talk to so many people, Antonio. I don't need to talk to you. And by the way, your cryptocurrencies are killing everybody right now. Everybody I talk to is getting demolished in the cryptocurrency industry right now. Okay, XRP shot all the way down. Bitcoin shot all the way down, Antonio. But I notice how you're not talking about that. Antonio, you're not talking about that, right, Antonio? Of course not. People are getting creamed right now. People are getting creamed. Creamed. Doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make a difference. It all depends on when a person gets involved. You understand? If a person got involved at the high, they got creamed. There isn't any consistency. This is my point to you. My point to you is that I would rather be in something where there's consistent success. Like, example, if you own a casino, the house wins every day. Let me give you my analogy, okay? My analogy, the house doesn't win sometimes. The house wins all the time. The house wins all the time. The house wins 7 days a week, though. I want you to, okay, look. Let's say you had a couple of hits in the stock market. I'm not saying, listen, boss lady, I know you make money, and I know Antonio makes money, but I'm just making a point. No one makes money every day in the stock market. Can we be realistic? Can we all be realistic? I know all you day traders, you have your good days and you have your bad days, okay? A casino never has a bad day. The house wins every single day. 7 days a week, 365 days a year, the house wins, okay? So that's the question I'm asking all of you. Would you rather be in a situation where you win once in a while, right? Or lose all the time, pretty much, like you lose the majority? It's the truth. Think about it. The house wins every single day. 7 days a week. 365 days a year, the house wins. Me, that's the industry I want to be in. I don't know about you. I want to be in an industry that wins every day. And that's why I'm going to open the Apefather Majestic Casino, baby. Win, win, win. I don't blow away my kids' money. This is all make-believe bullshit, okay? My kids' trust money is very safe and secure. And money I spend on my children is my money that I earn, okay? And that's the bottom line. We're going to finish off with one more, and then I'm going to go eat. I'm going to go mange. You haters got to show me respect, baby. I'm Don Apefather. days, warmed by the sun, deep velvet nights, when we are one. Sorry, I hear that, Justin. Since we're doing Billy Joel, let's end with Scenes from an Italian Restaurant. I'm not going to do the whole one, but my favorite song by Billy Joel. Great song. For all the Italians out there, okay? A bottle of white, a bottle of red, perhaps a bottle of rosé instead. Get a table near the street in our old familiar place. You and I, face to face. Oh, a bottle of red, a bottle of white. It all depends upon your appetite. Meet you anytime you want in our Italian restaurant. Need a saxophone. Things are okay with me these days. Got a new job, I got a new office, I got a new wife, got a new life, and the family is fine. Lost touch long ago, you lost weight, I did not know you could ever look so nice after so much time. Do you remember those days hanging out at the Village Green? Engineer boots, leather jackets, and top blue jeans. I drop a dime in a box, play a song about New Orleans. Cold beer, hot nights, my sweet romantic teenage nights. Little New Orleans. Brethren, they were still going steady in the summer of '75 when they decided the marriage would be at the end of July. Everyone said they were crazy. Brother, you know that you're much too lazy and that it can never afford to live that kind of life. Well, but there we were waving brethren and goodbye. Well, they got an apartment with decal carpets and a couple of paintings from Sears. A big old bed that they bought with the bread they saved for a couple of years. They started to fight when the money got tighter and they just didn't count on the tears. Rock and roll. I didn't do the whole song. I just did a little part of it there, you know. I did a little part of it. Scenes from an Italian Restaurant. Great, great song by the master. I hope he's doing well, Billy. I know he's going through that problem with his, his brain. God bless him. He's the greatest of all time, the greatest that ever lived. He's the best. Billy Joel. You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there be room enough for counting when the dealing's done. Take 5, yeah. Dave Brubeck. I can play it. I just don't know it. I could learn it. I can play it. 5/4 timing. I can play anything, I just got to learn. I would have to learn it. What's It's like a minor jam. I can play anything, That's for Donna. Donna Lee. My mother used to love this song tenderly. I could jam out all day on that stuff. Teddy Zane is back with the China IPOs. Be careful with that shit, man. I spoke to a lot of people, who lost a shitload of money. You know, I don't want to break Teddy Zane's raisin bulls, but I got a call from somebody once who almost committed suicide, brother. I'm not trying to be mean or anything like that because look, the guy was nice. He gave his condolences to my wife and my mother. So I don't really want to break Teddy Zane's raisin bulls. But I got a call one time from a guy who literally was on the brink of killing himself with one of those IPOs, those China IPOs. I'll never forget it as long as I live. So yeah, you just listen. You might hit on one. See, once again, it goes back to the same example that I was given before. I don't know. Like, don't you guys like consistency? Like, look, I would rather, look, I like one thing about my life is it's very consistent. Some people may love me and some people may not like me, but my life is very consistent. Like, you could pretty much bet that I'm going to go out to eat tonight. You could bet that. Like, I do it every night. It's very consistent. When my wife Jennifer was here with me, we made love every night. We made love sometimes 2 to 3 times a night. That was my life. It was very consistent. Like love, romance, just eating out, having fun. I like consistency. The stock market is not consistent. Cryptocurrencies is not consistent. And especially Chinese IPOs is not consistent. You know what I mean? I'm just saying that, I like consistency, man. Well, Antonio, look, you could do whatever you want to do. I don't agree with you. Okay? You could do anything you want to do, but I don't agree. I think being an entrepreneur is the way to go in life. And I think starting the Apefather brand is the way to go. That's just the way I see it for me. I'm going to work really hard to make that happen. I appreciate all of your support. God bless all of you. Apefather's out. It's time for manja time. Okay. I'll leave you off because I love all of you with Ti amo. I love you, sister. I love all of you. Ciao. Buonanotte. I'm sorry, Stevie B. I love noodles. I'm sorry I'm ending the live right now, but please come back and watch me again, brother. And tell Noodles he's the best. I love him, okay? God bless you, Stevie B. I give your love to the kids, my beautiful sister and Justin. We're eating something tonight. I'm not sure what it's going to be. I'm very spontaneous. Bought 5 times 5. I never know until I just go out. It could be Japanese. It could be hibachi steakhouse. It could be Italian. It could be pizza. It could be a 20-pot patty whopper. I love you, demonic minx. I'm sorry I'm ending right now, but I will be back later. God bless all of you. Ciao. Buon